Yeah, finally. Good, very, very good morning, guys. We have Shreya, Syed, Gopika, Vijita, Jansi, Rosie. Okay. Finally, there's so many people awake at this time. I was wishing that you wake up on time and be there for the class. So happy to see all of you. Very, very good morning, guys. Very good morning. So, guys, two things. 6:30 a.m. on Oliveboard YouTube, there will be editorial, but in English. In English means the mode of teaching will be English, and 7 a.m. will be Hindi, right? So, whatever you are comfortable with. Obviously, the editorial paragraphs might differ because 6:30 I'm going to take the session daily now. Okay, it will be in English only, and you will have to wake up a little early for that, right? So it will be a daily session. So, today's topic, let's begin. But I have again taken previous day vocab for revision before that. So some people might want to watch recorded, which is okay. Some people don't get up only at this time. So whatever is comfortable, right? Before I begin, guys, do subscribe to our YouTube channel on Oliveboard's YouTube channel and download our app. Okay. Today we are starting our new batch. You already know that winners batch 2.0 for mains level English, and the class is at 11 a.m. You know that, right? So be there, winners 2.0. If you have not taken the course, do that using code Harshita for discount. Yeah, English in English is what we are going to do. UDC computer skill test is also available on my code. You will get maximum discount. Everything, new courses and upcoming important courses included in the best plan of Oliveboard, Super Elite. So again, use my code which is Harshita and you can buy Super Elite. It includes all the upcoming courses, important courses, mocks, practice sessions, everything, right? You know, this is the universal code. Where will you get the PDFs of the sessions? On my Telegram group, which is Harshita Khurana, the grammar girl. Harshita Khurana, the grammar girl. And guys, please do check out Insta for new content which I am putting for all of you. This is my Insta handle, harshita.the-grammar-girl. Right? Let's start with previous day vocabulary. You will have to give me the answers, the meanings, and then we will go to the paragraph. So these are your words from yesterday which I want you to tell me. Okay. What are the meaning? Prasanjeet has joined. Syed, Prasanjeet, good morning. Exigencies क्या discuss किया था? What did we discuss? Exigencies is urgent requirements, urgent needs. Very good. Very good. Shankar, good morning. Nuanced means nuanced, covering all shades basically. Yes. Nuanced is characterized by subtle shades. Okay, also correct. We say no, nuanced approach means considering even things which are difficult to notice but they are very important. Okay, characterized by subtle shades including everything, things which are also difficult to notice but important, everything included, nuanced. Okay, accentuating, what was this word? I usually get confused with the pronunciation of this word. Do check it out. Attentuating. Make smaller. Syllabus we talked about yesterday. So make smaller, accentuate. Scrupulous. Unscrupulous is dishonest. So honest ways of doing something. Moral ways of doing something. Correct way of doing something. Okay. Rationale. Idea behind an action. Something you do. What is the idea behind that action? What is the logic that you use behind a particular course of action or the decision you make? What is the logic behind an action? Okay, so that is your rationale. See the spelling here, guys, with E. On my Instagram, I've done the difference also, rational versus rationale. Okay, opacity. What is opacity? Lack of clarity. When there is lack of clarity, opacity, opacity, vague, something which is difficult to understand, unclear, vague. Okay, cohesive, guys. Cohesiveness, like coming together and working, right? Cohesiveness in a group, we say no, coming together and working, cohesive. Fraught. Okay, there is a different meaning. I told you adjective meaning of fraught. Fraught we know, fraught with is filled with, that we know. Okay, accentuate. Acha, एक्सेंचुएट टी ही नहीं होगा हाँ बोलने में, ठीक है ठीक है, बहुत ट्रिकी है इसका प्रोनाउंसिएशन, इज दिस प्रोनाउंसिएशन इज ट्रिकी. Okay guys, fraught is worried, nervous about some unpleasant situation. Okay, what might happen, you're worried about it, nervous about it, fraught, correct. As an adjective I told you this meaning, one more meaning of fraught. Fraught with means filled with, that we know, phrase meaning. Okay, acha, mandate, what is mandate? The power or the responsibility given, okay, to someone to act in a particular way, that is the mandate. Okay, the power given or authority given to act. Achha, deliberations, consider careful discussions. Deliberations are your careful discussions. Now see guys, how many you remember out of 10? Okay, all from yesterday, how many you remember? You have to see. Chalo. Now let's start with our editorial. Reform amid crisis. Amid means in the middle of the crisis, we are coming up with a change, reform. Okay, amid is in the middle of. Amids or amid. Shrishti, good morning. I'm all so happy to see all of you, awake so early. Yeah. Reform means improve, make changes, try to make something better. Okay. So guys, I have discussed this earlier also. You all know the condition of Sri Lanka, right? Sri Lanka's economy has collapsed. They are in a very big trouble. We know, we have been studying this also. I told you the causes also, remember? The definitely a news which was done probably a month back or 2 months back, Sri Lanka. ठीक है. Very good, Sanjay, you woke up. Yeah, there will be around 2 editorials. English in English. I will take editorial in English. Now I don't have that stress of giving you words in Hindi. And at 7 a.m. it will be Hindi. So whatever you are comfortable in, you can join. In fact, some people can watch both, like whatever you're comfortable with. Okay. So guys, a project for... Where is Naveen? Naveen is absent today. Probably Naveen will watch recorded, maybe. Hussain. So Sri Lanka is in economic crisis. They are in, guys, there is economy is collapsing in Sri Lanka. Okay. So regarding that, we have one more article today I want you to read. Structural political reform. What is this, guys? Structural political reform. Simplest term, if I tell you, means changes to the way the government works. When there are changes to the way the government works, we say structural reforms, right? Okay, some measures taken, some steps taken that will change the fabric of the economy. How there is the regulatory framework, there will be changes in that. How businesses operate in the economy, there will be changes in that, right? So structural political reform. Chaos, disorder, complete confusion. Okay, if it addresses means, if you address a problem means you speak about it, you try to solve it at least. Okay, try to solve. Addresses. Clean up. Clean up means make something, restore order, go back to normal order, restore order. Clean up. Governance. Governance means the act on how you rule, how you govern something. Okay, so how you control the economy, how the government or how you control the direction of something, the economy. Guys, humanitarian crisis means, when we talk about humanitarian crisis means, obviously Sri Lanka is in one, where again there is threat to the economies or people of the country, threat to their safety, threat to their health. Now obviously it is welfare, threat to their welfare, whether it is about their health, whether it is about their safety. They are in threat. There is conflict going on. Okay, the people are suffering. Acha, today I forgot to tell you which newspaper. Thank God Gargi asked me this. So today I have taken this article from Indian Express. आज का जो आर्टिकल है गाइस, this one is from Indian Express newspaper. Okay, Indian Express. Very good. इंग्लिश बोलने से स्ट्रेस रहते हैं सर, उनको हिंदी ही बोलना है, इंग्लिश के लिए देयर इज अनदर लोकेशन. सो या, this is how we divide, because Manoj, there are some people who prefer English, there are some people who prefer Hindi. This is how we faculty divide. Okay. So guys, so a project for structural reform may seem like the least urgent matter. When you have a to-do list, means what all you have to do. For Sri Lanka, coming and making changes in the government is least important at this moment. Why? Because they are suffering from major big issues, okay, more important issues like food shortage, fuel shortage, there is economic crisis, okay, right, which is turning into a big humanitarian crisis, right? Yet, now the contrast is with yet there may be no better time for such a project. The writer says, now this is the time they should do it, change the government, how it works, if it addresses the demand on the street, okay, that President Rajapaksa, I have, in past when we did articles, I told you one of the problem is with the government also. That is why today Sri Lanka is in such a poor, bad condition. Okay, so everybody in the street, there are protests that the president must go, must quit. Okay, we must clean the governance, bring everything back to the previous way in order, right? So yeah, everybody, if there is there is demand, if there is protest, then good enough. There may be no better time. Now is the right time. They should go for it and they should change the government, the reform. Okay, there should be a structural reform, right? The president must go and then we can go back to the promises of cleaning up governance. Okay, it should be done. Good morning, Infant. Chalo. Next one. Oh, Nikita ma'am is also awake early morning. Nikita ma'am, very good morning. Quant in English is taken by Lokesh, nahi, Priyanka ma'am. Priyanka ma'am takes quant in English, Philip. श्रीलंका को रावण ने सोने से बनाया था. हाँ. Now look at Sri Lanka's condition, so bad. ठीक है. So objective of the 21st amendment, guys, all of you must read this. There is a bill which was cleared by Prime Minister's cabinet earlier this week. Okay, so the Prime Minister is Mr. Ranil. The Prime Minister cleared the 21st amendment. What is this amendment? We should know before we continue to read this. Okay, Sri Lanka's 21st amendment. Okay, which is obviously changing the, limiting the powers of the president. This amendment or this change in the law is to limit the powers of the president. Okay, to curb, to limit, this change has been, draft bill has been obviously proposed to limit the president's unlimited powers, president's powers. Okay, so right now the president enjoys all the powers. Okay, so that will be limited as per this bill, this draft bill. Okay, this was cleared by the Prime Minister and was put forward in the Parliament for discussion. Okay, to remove the presidency of much of its basic powers. Executive powers means where they have most of the control. Ranil Wickremesinghe, Ranil Wickremesinghe. I don't know the name pronunciation correctly, but yeah. I know this is the name Prime Minister, Sri Lankan Prime Minister. Okay, correct. Guys, it was submitted in the parliament. This draft bill was submitted in the parliament to remove the presidency of its executive power. See, guys, there are no limits. There is when we talk about executive power means significant, which has significant control, significant content. It can be ill-defined limits, right? To control that, to limit the power of the president. Okay, more power will go to the prime minister. Okay, and that will make the government responsible to the parliament. Now, here, when there will be no power concentrated in one individual, on one individual, in the hands of one individual, if there is no power given to only one person in the system, it might bring more responsibility of decision making on the economy, right? Based, like, obviously one person is selfish, right? They will decide based on their needs. But if you take away that power from only a single individual, maybe they will be more responsible when deciding about the economy. Vikram Singhe, this is the pronunciation. Okay, Vikram Singhe's. Okay, Vikram Singhe's. Okay, got it. Sometimes you can also help me, guys. It is far from clear. It is not. It is totally unclear, totally uncertain, totally unclear. Far from something means definitely very, very opposite of what is expected. It is not at all clear if the bill, which has to be passed in parliament by 2/3 of the members, enjoys that kind of support. We don't know whether this draft bill will be passed in the parliament or no. Right now, we do not know. Okay, will it enjoy the support? Will everybody support this or no? Okay, Vikram Singhi. Vikram Singhi. This is used as a phrase mostly. Hue to. So this amendment is said to conform to closely to the provisions of the 19th amendment. Earlier, when there was an amendment done, guys, amendment is what changes when there are changes brought to any law, right? As per the changing times, there are changes brought. Okay, so provisions means providing. Provision is from providing. Okay, so basically the facility that is given, provided. So this 21st amendment is said to confirm very closely. It is like going to be similar to the provisions of 19th amendment. Okay, so the facilities provided, provisions, right? Facility provided. So passed earlier also in 2015 it was passed. Okay, after the Rajapaksa's offer for a third term as a president, when he got to be the third, when his offer as a president ended in defeat. Okay, in 2015 also there was a similar 19th amendment, right? After a decade of authoritarian rule, Rajapaksa, they rule, and there is authoritarian rule. Authoritarian rule when people are, obviously, when there is one ruler. Authoritarian means when there is autocratic dictator, where there is one ruler. Okay, so he is the person who dictates, who rules. One ruler is there, the dictator is there. So after that rule, the 19th amendment held out. It was out with the promise of good and responsible governance. Okay, by the team of president and prime minister. Earlier also this was done. This is not something new which they are coming up with, which is the 21st amendment. Earlier also there was a case in 2015 where they promised that there will be better governance, the way of controlling the economy will be better with the team of president and prime minister. Okay, that was said in the 19th amendment. Okay, so it kind of held out the promise. Now here it is mentioned, the 19th amendment held out means they withstanded, okay, resisted. Okay, guys, when do you resist something? Basically, uh, you fight off something, you keep off, you possibly do not do that, right? Or hold out means have a promise, have a feeling of promise. Now guys, here it means uh, gave the promise, right? Gave out a feeling of hope. Here promise word is written, so this meaning will come. So the 19th amendment, it gave a kind of hope to people that there will be good governance. Earlier also this has happened. Now they are coming up with 21st amendment. Yeah, there will be two editorials. Huh. Chalo. Guys, huh. But with the government's spectacular collapse. Collapse means complete failure. As we read in newspapers, Sri Lanka's economy has collapsed. Okay. Complete failure. Okay. When obviously it falls down, there is collapse means the structure, the economy falls down, right? And here it is written spectacular means it is huge, right? You can see it. It is a big thing, the government spectacular collapse under the weight of its own. Now this is very important, this phrase, under the weights of it, under the weight of its own contradictions, right? Government is opposing itself only. Okay, so under the weight of, when do we use this, guys? Government is trying to oppose itself only. Now this is a phrase, okay, to carry a large part of something under the weight of, basically. And collapse under the weight of means fall down after supporting something that is too heavy. Fall down after supporting something that is too heavy. Okay, because there's too much of it, there is a full load of it, right? So guys, yeah, they were obviously, they come up with a policy, they oppose themselves only, right? So that is why the failure of the government in Sri Lanka, the collapse, it was only a matter of time before the Rajpaksas returned to power. Now, now it was only a matter of time means hardly only a matter of time, they would again go back to power. Though they are coming up, the busy writer is trying to say that they are coming up with the amendment, okay, where they will take away the majority powers from the president. Okay, but definitely it is certain to happen. After some time it will happen. It is certain to happen. Okay, we don't know when will it happen, but it is certain that they will again return to power. Okay, so first they were in a rush, they were in a hurry to, okay, come up with the 20th amendment, which reversed almost the provisions. Okay, first in the 19th amendment they say that president and prime minister will work together as a team, they will be more responsible, but then they were in a hurry to come up with a new amendment, 20th amendment, which totally changed, entirely changed the provisions of 19th amendment. Okay, where in the 19th amendment they also said there will be independent appointments to commissions for elections, for public service, for police. There will be independent body who will appoint them. That got reversed in the 20th amendment. They made change together. Okay, spectacular means huge fall down, spectacular, yeah, right, complete fall down. सौरभ आज से 6:30 पे होगा इंग्लिश एडिटोरियल. Okay, clear, getting it? So it is only a matter of time means it is certain to happen in future that they will again return to power. It earlier also has happened. So the 19th amendment was passed, then they were in a hurry to bring new amendment, new change, where it reversed again, all the right was given to the president. Okay, now what will happen in this case, guys? Last two paras, let's quickly read. With the new Ranil, guys, you gave me the pronunciation, right, of this name. Vikram Singhi, government has demanded, call for, demand, you know this phrase, consensus, agreement, Government is demanding consensus on 21st amendment. मेरी स्पीड बढ़ गई है. You like the speed? Then I am happy, guys. Loath means reluctant or unwilling. Okay. Adjective word, reluctant or unwilling to give up the executive. President doesn't want to give up its power. Okay. Now the Sri Lanka Poyujana party, which cushions Vikram Singhe in the parliament. Okay. Now the other party which cushions the prime minister in the parliament. Cushions means obviously provide support. Provide support. As a verb it is used. May not back the amendment. Okay, he may not, this party may not support this change. And the youngest member of this Rajpaksas, the group, finance minister, Basil Rajapaksa. So this is one family who is ruling basically, and the youngest member is the former finance minister, right? Acha, now here again, nurse's presidential ambition means he has that goal. He wants to be the president. Okay, but obviously he will be eliminated if this 21st amendment is there. Okay, nurses means as you can say as a verb when it is used. You hold closely. You have a goal which you hold closely, right? You are interested in it. You take special care. He has that ambition, right? To be the president. He has that ambition. Okay. Vikram Singhe. This is only I told, no? Vikram Singhe. Okay. Reluctant to, low to is fixed. Correct, Gargi. Okay. Abhishek, good morning. Abhishek is crying, waking up so early. Abhishek, you have a very disciplined schedule. You can do that. Wake up so early. Okay. So nurses means hold close. He has this very ambition. He holds close, very special ambition. Okay. But obviously his chances will be cancelled out, eliminated, removed basically on the basis of his dual citizenship. Okay. On the basis of, grounds of. Okay. Anichha se. Reluctant is unwillingness. Yes. Even the opposition whose leader wants the presidency abolished. Okay, they want it to go away. The opposition party which is there, okay, the opposition leader which is there, he also wants the same thing. The presidency should be abolished. Okay. Abolished meaning, guys, it should be put, when you put an end to something, yeah, you end it. May not back the amendment, may not support the amendment because he believes it does not go far enough. What do you mean by does not go far enough? Okay, it does not include everything. Does not go far enough means it does not include everything. Okay, it will not last very long. He believes that it will not last very long, or it will not be adequate. It will not be adequate. It will not be sufficient, he feels. Okay, so he also might not support this amendment. Okay, if the bill fails to go through, if the bill fails to be successful, or achieve the majority's vote, also go through means undergo, experience, right? Undergo a difficult situation. If the bill goes through, if it passes and majority clears it, it can only create more political, there will be more problems. As per the writer, he says if the bill is passed and it comes into implementation, there will be more anger, there will be more hatred, there will be more bitterness. Okay, political bitterness. Okay, ill feeling, resentment, negative feeling, acrimony, and this will distract from the task of economic repair. Right now, the only thing is that the economy needs to be restored in Sri Lanka. The major part is where they are not able to, where they collapse, the economy has collapsed. They need to work on that. And this kind of bill, it will distract, it will take away the attention from the major task of restoring the economy. Okay, distract from means you are always distracted from your studies, right? Okay, so distract from means it will take away the attention. It will divert the whole focus, right? Divert the focus, the attention from the main thing, sidetrack the attention from the main thing, which is the purpose, economic repair. Okay. Clear, everybody? Acrimony is bitterness. Yes. Ill feeling, bad feeling. ठीक है? मैं बहुत खुश हूँ. I'm happy today. So many people are awake so early. So tone कैसा है guys? Editorial tone. This editorial tone. Reform amid crisis. See guys, overall, it is critical only towards this amendment. Okay, even the writer feels it is taking away the whole, you can say, attention towards unimportant issue. Critical. Yes, it is critical tone. Overall critical. Yeah, it is. It will not go far. Like Arun, you mentioned, totally correct. It cannot become a bill, right? It cannot go very far. Okay. The grammar lesson, first thing which I want to tell you is yet. Yet कहाँ use करते हैं? Y-E-T. As a connector, you use this word. Yet. Okay. What is the, guys, meaning of this connector word? Yet. What does it explain? फिर भी. Like contrast. Okay. Thus, yet. Even still. Like it is a similar meaning like even still. इसके बावजूद भी. But nevertheless, like if I use it as a conjunction, I will say nevertheless. Okay, at the same time, but at the same time. ठीक है? At the same time, फिर भी, but at the same time. मैं जिसके लिए हिंदी बोलती थी उनके दिल टूट जाएंगे. For me, it was actually not very easy, that Hindi part, but I could say, like, I could explain better in English, even I feel that. So let's see how many will continue attending the classes in English. English is better, I feel. That's my logic. Yeah, I don't even say very complicated English. Everybody can understand. Yeah. Hello, guys. Chalo, let's start with the vocabulary. Acrimony, first thing. Give me the part of speech also, very, very important. First is acrimony. Guys, it is a feeling. So, noun, why? Because it is the name of a feeling. Bitterness. Okay? Bitterness. Ill feeling. Bad feeling. Bitterness. Ill feeling. Loath. Now, remember this word. Adjective. Loath to means reluctant to. Unwilling. You are not wanting to do something. You are reluctant to do. Unwilling. Okay? Unwilling. I'm reluctant to leave editorial sessions, right? Hue, what did I say for this? Hue as a verb when we use it. Cut down, remove, okay? Chaos is disorder, confusion, okay? See, situation of complete disorder, chaos. Humanitarian issues, humanitarian grounds. We say no. So humanitarian is anything related to human welfare, guys. Okay, to something related to promote human welfare. Okay, related to promote human welfare. Okay, related, compassionate, you can say, humanitarian. Cushions, here it was used as a verb. Support. Abolish. Put an end to. Nurses, hold closely, hold dear. Okay, so hold dear to you something which is close to you, which means to you something, right? Nurses, you nurse the idea of becoming a PO. You nurse that idea, right? Spectacular, something which is huge, spectacular, great, huge, in a huge way. Collapse is complete failure, fall down. Okay, the economy of Sri Lanka has collapsed. It has fallen. Wow. Complete failure, fall down. Economy collapses, right? Sri Lankan economy collapsed. Okay. So these are your very important words. Sabha ma'am is looking for Manoj. Manoj, what have you done? She's searching you. What has Manoj done? Why is Sabha ma'am searching for Manoj? Okay. Chalo, guys. Suggested editorials are very, very important. Okay, do not run away. Let me give you the suggested editorials first. Very important. So, this is very interesting and different. So, I want you to read Curse That Wasn't. Very different article. Very different article. I might take this in 11 a.m. class also. Curse That Was Different from that wasn't Indian Express. Okay, I want you to understand this one. And definitely High Office from the Hindu. High Office from the Hindu newspaper. Okay, these two. Far from clear, that is what you have to mention in the comments. Okay, this will be your homework for today. And let me tell you that there are other important called for, under the weight of. These are the other phrases which I want to really want you to really remember. Okay, clean up. Okay, clean up. Then we have here. I will mention far from clear, clean up, under the weight of, all these simple phrases which you should know by context. Okay, now guys, please remember these are our books for your practice. Okay, all about books. Do like, share and subscribe. Meet me today for the new batch, which is Winners 2.0 English Mains course, starting at 11 a.m. Use code Harshita for discount. See you in the class. Okay, crumble, collapse is similar. अच्छा, अभिषेक सिंह मनोज हैज अ सेपरेट फैन बेस. अच्छा, संजय बोल रहा है एक ही एडिटोरियल करेगा हर्षिता मैम का. भी संजय जाएगा दूसरी क्लास अटेंड करने. 6:30 is fixed. Okay, Abhishek, 6:30 is fixed. Daily 6:30 I'll meet you. I know it is early, but this is the schedule and you will get used to it. I know. Okay. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Thank you. Take care. Have a